Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Fire Force Season 3 episode number 5 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we fought against Gold, and Gold was using her magnetism to control a lot of the things. We couldn't really do much damage to her, but in the end we cooked in Tamaki's butt and made molten iron and splashed it on her gauntlet, and then we were able to stop her. And in the end, Hinata shot her to the head, and it's done for. And then there was that other guy who came in, and Arthur came out of nowhere and just one shotted him. So it was crazy. And in the end, we have that section with Obi, the bug was inserted within him, and now I don't know what's going to happen. Now in the previous episode I said something like I just don't see him dying. I just don't get that vibe. So I feel like something's going to happen. Either he's like going to be like one of the pillars or something, it'll be revealed, or maybe the bug, it will be something stupid like the bug is not able to get into his skin because his muscles are so hard or something like that. I think they might go with something like that. That'll be pretty hilarious. Anyways, let's see what happens. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that's that. Okay, here we go. Whoa, what? Wait, what? Wait, did Arthur do that? Oh my god. Oh god, directly. Okay, I don't think anything's gonna happen to him. I don't know. No, no. Okay. Right, there you go. Like I said, I think it'll be something stupid like the muscles. There you go. I literally called it from the previous episode. It's gonna be something stupid like this. There you go. Because I've seen him. He like every day he trains 24/7. You think a mere insect will be able to get in? Oh my god. There you go. Well, looking sharp. Yeah. Oh my god. Yo. Yeah, what are these subtitles? Like a chocolate one. Oh! What? Oh, okay. Yeah, you are right. It's not gonna work. You think? Like, you have to, like, put it inside his mouth or something. Like, that's the only way. I don't think he ever relaxes his muscles. He's always just flexing. What's going through his head? Okay. I literally called it. In the previous episode, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be something stupid, like his muscles are too strong. There you go. Because, Obi, I see him, I don't get the feeling he'll ever die. There's some characters, sometimes in certain situations, the way an anime proceeds, you can kind of understand the character is going to die or not. I don't get that vibe from Obi in no way. So yeah, like in no way. I was thinking either like it'll be revealed like he's like a pillar or something, like what happened with that kid, you know, or it'll be something stupid like this. Right. And since it is related to Obi, it being something stupid had a bigger chance of happening. So there you go. Wait, why couldn't he break out of his? I just realized shackles. Why was he just? He could have just easily done that, right? If he like, oh, he was getting the motivation, right? Everyone was like cheering him. He needed that. Oh my god. Chance meeting with an arch enemy. Oh my god, he's still doing it. What's Arthur thinking? Probably nothing. Oh, this person. We see him in the opening. Oh, damn! He has equal muscles to Obi. What the hell? Hey. Yeah, you're giving us a whole entrance line? Right. Destroy a dragon. What? Oh, Arthur's like, wait a minute. You're the dragon. I'll have to slay you then. Oh my god, his delusion is going full throttle. It'll help him get stronger. Hmm. Oh, he said he's gonna exhale. Right. Damn. He is a dragon. He like literally breathed. And everyone's just. Oh my god. Even the drones got just. Bruh. That's it? Arthur's still standing, I think. Yeah. Well, he's a dragon expression. What? Right. Well, he breathed. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Damn. I don't think it's that easy, right? Oh, okay, no, he's still standing. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Oh my god, yep, he's strong. No wonder he's called a dragon. Don't hit your head. Oh, nice. Oh, damn. Hey, that was kind of slick. All right. Right. Yes. Oh, what's happening? Hello? Yeah. Oh, well, you kind of attacked him. Yeah. Oh, it's dodging this time. Or no, wait. Oh no, he's just standing. All right. Damn. Okay. Right. What the hell? He's just. Oh! Excalibur is getting stronger. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. But he's kind of. Okay. Right. I don't think. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, what? Okay. Right. So it just bounced off of him. Yep, there you go. I. Maybe he has to stand still for his defense to be. I don't know. Maybe it's something like that. Oh, wait. Oh, true. Is it reflecting? Ah. Oh my god. Yeah, I think like. Super Dragon. Yeah, okay, so scales. Oh my god. The scales are like, okay. Damn, he really is a dragon. Ah. Whoa, what in the hell? Are those his claws? Ah, yeah, those are the claws. So, yeah, he's like a. Is he like an infernal? That's why he calls himself a dragon. Oh my god. He's a Yeah, so he is that's why he calls himself a dragon, because he's not a human. Crazy. Yeah, this is dangerous. The way he speaks. Hmm. For the fifth guy. Yeah, he been researching doppelgangers. Hmm. So what exactly are these? I know they're a version of mirror image of. Oh, is this guy a doppelganger then? Doppelganger of the original. Damn. Hmm. So is this guy a doppelganger? Like he came from the Adola and took the form of this guy in this world. I think so. Yeah, but I guess he's. Hmm. Extreme dragon. What? Right. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. 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 Okay. You defended it. Damn. Okay, his Excalibur's getting even stronger. Ooh. Oh no. Whoa. Hey. Oh my god, this guy's crazy. This guy's absolutely insane. He has a whole. Oh my god. Yeah, I. This is not good. Even Arthur's delusion power is not. What? Yeah, what type of a special attack name is that? Yeah, and this is just, like the bugs, just do this. I don't know. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, it did. All right. He underestimated him. But yeah, he still took it. Yeah, Shinra. Oh. Oh! Oh my god! Oh! He's still flexing! Oh! I still stand. Good lord. Voltage Nova, stage 3! Oh, that's it. Alright. Okay, I think this is the first time we've seen Arthur actually not being able to do anything, even with his delusions. Hmm. Okay, is that it? And there you go. That was today's episode. Wow, that was today's episode was really good. We had like back to back like a few things. First and foremost, we had Obi's muscles. You know. Okay, now this was like I said. I kind of called it. I was like, yeah, it's going to be something stupid. Like his muscles are too strong. And because obviously the insects they need to get in from somewhere. So usually they like insert it on like in the skin, and I would assume this insect like bites into the skin, tears it apart, and then gets inside. So that's what usually happens. But this freaking guy, he he works out 24/7. So his muscles are probably like just like titanium or something. Like that's how strong it is probably. Like, can you imagine? He literally fights head to head against like infernals, other like crazy people, and he doesn't even have any power. Like, you have to imagine the amount, the level you have to be in, like physically strong you have to be to do like stunts like that. Like, so yeah, I was like, it's yeah, the insect is not going to be able to get in. Either that, or it would be revealed that he has like some kind of like, he's like a pillar or something like that. I thought it would be either of it, and yeah, turns out it was the stupid one, which kind of makes sense because this is Obi we're talking about, and it would be something ridiculous like that. I kind of expected it, and there you go. That's exactly what happened. Right, and there you go. And now I'm assuming there is still a way to insert this insect inside of Obi, but that would be to put it inside his mouth, or like from one of the openings in his body, like the nose or something, the nose, mouth, ear, maybe, like, yeah. So these are like the ways I think you can probably insert it within him. Then it can just go inside. But obviously, to do that, you will need to get close to him. He'll probably beat you up before that. If you try to go close to him to put it inside his mouth or something, yeah, you're getting a smack on your face and you're never getting up. Like those, you see those muscles, the muscles that the insects cannot penetrate into. Yeah, those muscles are giving you a smack on the face, and you're going directly into coma. So it's going to be difficult to go close to him, and and also, like, we have, like, if it was Burns, I could probably understand, like, he can go easily close to him and put it inside, but Burns is being kept at bay by Shinra and Joker, and all we have is the other guy, the other white clad guy, who cannot really do anything. He's not as strong as Burns. He cannot go near him. He's just getting freaked out seeing him flexing. What can he do? Like, so yeah. So I think he's fine for now. But yeah, we have to defeat Burns. That's the big problem. But even a bigger problem than Burns came in now, which is the dragon. Now, the dragon, as you can see, being the dragon, Arthur is like, it's like the perfect opponent for Arthur. But this dragon is a bit too much of a high level dragon, like, yeah. And I don't know what is going to happen, but it seems like this is the first time that Arthur is actually kind of like stumped now. Like, he cannot really do anything. Like, his delusion power is going full throttle, and if it was some like ordinary person, like some ordinary dragon, he probably could have defeated them. But this thing, I think, as far as I could understand, he's like a doppelganger. Otherwise, why would they suddenly reveal that information at that particular moment? This guy's a doppelganger. So I think what happened is, like, he is from the Adola, as they said, and he took the place of this guy in the real world. So this guy was probably an actual person in the real world, and the doppelganger came and took his place. And because he's a doppelganger, because he's from the Adola, he has like the infernal, like, the armor, the dragon skin, and all that. He has all of that, so that's why. I think. Again, let's just wait and see. I think they'll explain it properly. But yeah, now this guy is so damn strong that even Arthur, with his delusion in full throttle, is having trouble. Like, you can see in the end, he was like seeing like he was fighting against a dragon, and he had his mantle, he had his Excalibur. Yeah, it still didn't do anything. So now we are in a troublesome situation. We don't know what we're supposed to do. While over there, Shinra's and Joker is busy with Burns, so I don't think they can come and help out in this situation. So yeah, that's another thing. Okay, but yeah, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Arthur is going to somehow like do something crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, just that's just the vibe I get from him. Like, he's going to. I don't know what he's going to think. But he's probably going to think of something absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know, get like a boost of power or something. Who knows? Like, yeah, let's just wait and see. Because, can you, like, if you remember in season 2, he he thought he had a horse with him. It was a donkey though, or it was an ass, whatever it is. Um, and by just thinking that it's a horse, and he was like riding a horse like a Night King, he got such a boost in power. And then when he realized it's not a horse, it's an ass, he he just just deflated, you know. So if we can get him something like that, maybe, I don't know, maybe like something that makes his delusion go even more full throttle, like bring him an actual horse or something, or like bring him like a full plated armor, like that makes him feel more like a actual Night King or something. Maybe something like that will make him even more stronger. Who knows? We'll have to see. Because like one thing, like obviously we already have his delusions, but there's one thing that fuels delusions even more. That is, if you actually get the real thing in front of you. Like, for example, you can see the dragon, when he calls himself dragon, his delusions go full throttle, because he's calling himself a dragon and he's kind of a real dragon. His delusions are even going crazier. So if you can bring him something that fuels his delusion even more, like something in based on reality that fuels his delusion even more, maybe he can get even more stronger. Like I said, maybe if you like bring him like an actually full-plated armor, or like something related to like being a Night King or something, you know. Yeah, maybe he'll get even more stronger and he'll be able to actually damage him. Let's wait and see. But for now, it seems like this guy is impenetrable. He is just standing like this and nothing is happening. Like, it's just attacking him, it's just like bouncing off of him. So yeah, for now he seems like an untoppable enemy. But you know what? Like I said, delusions, it can do some crazy things, especially for people like Arthur, you know. So yeah, maybe something ridiculous is going to happen next episode. And Arthur is going to use some crazy, like, weird thing, like a delusion thing, and be able to defeat him. Because I don't know, I don't think anyone in this company can defeat this guy except Arthur. Like anyone, like I'm not talking about Shinra and Joe, Joe, because they're like on top. But for now, here, I don't know. Yeah, they can work together and maybe like they can come up with something. But individually, like nobody here is as strong as this guy. Like Arthur is our best bet. But yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. Okay. Damn, gold is like gold is like a little baby to this freaking guy. Like they were like hiding this guy to bring him out as a trump card. Oh my god. Like yeah, this is crazy. All right, and there you go. I think that was today's episode. I don't think there was anything else today. But yeah, like I said, there was that revelation about doppelgangers, and that guy Karim, I think that was his name, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Like he revealed how Rekka was going to that orphanage, and in that orphanage, Rekka had connections to that orphanage, and that orphanage was doing experiments on doppelgangers. Now, as they explained, doppelgangers are. Oh, there's also another thing that Hibana was coming to the conclusion to. She's saying that maybe the spontaneous combustion is related to demons, only doppelgangers from the Adola. Maybe they're trying to take our place in this world. Maybe that's what's happening, and that's how the spontaneous combustion is related. You know what? I'm going to read this section. Okay, so here we go. Doppelgangers. Conroe said that it's like a mirror image of you. A demon infernal comes from Adola. Yeah. So, are demon infernals trying to kill the real people and become them? Yeah, maybe. So, is there some kind of close connection between doppelgangers and human combustion? Because, I can see that. Like, this spontaneous combustion that happens, after that happens to some ordinary person, if they're not in, like awakened, like, if they're not like second generation or third generation, any ordinary person, they become an infernal, right? So it would make sense. Like, they're literally like replacing people for infernal in this world. Like, if you look at it in this way, like, yeah, what Hibana's saying is correct. Like, like spontaneous human combustion, they become infernals. So infernals are replacing human beings in this world. So maybe that has some connection to that. Maybe they're trying to take our place in this world. If I can identify what doppelgangers really are, maybe I'll also be able to solve the mystery of spontaneous human combustion. Yeah. So that was a big thing that was revealed today. Or we came to the conclusion to after, yeah. Okay, other than that, today's episode was basically them fighting. Nothing else. The fights were amazing, obviously. After fighting Dragon, and Dragon literally, little by little, becoming an actual dragon. First, he like showed his scales. At first, I thought he was just like, I don't know, like just hypothetically saying that, oh yeah, I'm a dragon, I'm that strong, But he literally is a dragon. And if it is, if he is actually a doppelganger, it would make sense why he's calling himself dragon and why he's calling the others as humans, because he's not a human himself, So, and I think like that is literally what Arthur said at the beginning. Arthur was like, why are you talking as if you're not human? He said something related to that. Now it makes sense why he was talking like that, because he probably is not really a human. He is like an infernal. from the other side, a doppelganger. Okay, so yeah, and like little by little, you can see the way how his power changes. Like at first, he looked like a human, like then you could see like his scales, and then he like transformed his hand into claws, and then he like spewed wings, and then his face also became into like an infernal dragon type of face. And yeah, at the end it is pretty damn obvious this guy is not a human. Like that's why he was calling everyone over here as humans. Like which human calls other people humans? Like nobody does that. Like unless until you're not a human, you're not going to call other people human. Like yeah, like crazy. So that is why you know the fact that he calls everyone as oh you humans means he's not a human. And like he literally showed it himself completely change and transform. Right. And there you go. All right, and that was today's episode. In the end, Shinra also was fighting Burns, and Burns is just standing there, and Shinra like kicked him hard and like literally like made him go down, but he's still just standing. In the end, you can see Burns' power level goes to the third phase, which is I think the maximum. So now we are going to have like the full powered Burns in front of us. We have to fight him while Obi's just flexing, showing his muscles. You know, right? Right, and there you go. That was my overall impressions of today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Okay, in the very first scene, we get to see Arthur is here, and then we have Obi being the butt being inserted into Obi, and at first Obi was acting like it seemed like Obi was like transforming or something, but then he just tore out his shirt and just took out the shackles, and he was like, "Ugh, look at my muscles." And you can see the insects cannot get in because his muscles are so strong, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at that, the captain!" And it's like as expected of captain, like his like his muscles are too damn strong, and then everyone's like, "Come on, let's cheer him," and everyone's like cheering him up and everything, and he's like flexing, and the other white guy, it's funny, even Burns was flabbergasted for a moment. He was like, "What the hell is this?" Oh my god. Right. Okay. Then we have like that guy, the other white clad guy, tried to put more bugs on him, but it's not really working because he keeps flexing. And Shinra's like, you know what? Perfect time. Now I'm going to defeat and fight Burns and like stop him. So yeah, the Shinra starts fighting Burns, and while all of this is going on over there, we have Dragon come in, and Dragon is like introduces himself as Dragon. So Arthur is like, oh damn, finally the dragon I was waiting for. I always wanted to fight you. And you can see like Dragon has like baseless, like not baseless, but like some crazy confidence, like overconfidence you could say. But it's not baseless. As you can see, little by little, he is literally what he preaches. He is like completely just standing there without moving, and he's indestructible. He is a dragon. And it's not just baseless, like in my head I was thinking of two things. It can either go in either of the two ways. Either Arthur literally one shots him, and he it literally, it's like haha, Arthur's delusion power won. It's either that, because that's what has been happening for quite a few times, and we've been seeing how strong Arthur is. Or this will be like the first time that even Arthur's delusion cannot do anything, and that is literally what we see. It was the second option, not the first option that I thought that, oh, maybe he's just going to defeat him easily. No. So yeah, Dragon is just standing there, and he starts calling everyone as humans and everything, which fuels Arthur's delusion even more, because he can properly imagine himself fighting a dragon. Like the more his delusion will be fueled, the more stronger he's become. Everyone knows that, and that is why everyone else is like, oh, it's fine, this is Arthur. Like he has like the perfect scenario in front of him. He can do this. His delusion will feed him more power, and he can probably defeat this guy. So, and everyone was like cheering him up as well. He was like, oh, come on, you're the Night King, right? Come on, do it. You've finally got your dragon in front of you. And Arthur was getting more and more fueled up. But yeah, as we see in the end, like he couldn't do anything. Because this was just the beginning. Dragon was just literally standing here for a moment, and then when Arthur starts fighting him, the dragon doesn't even move, and he keeps like hitting him once or twice. Dragon does kind of retaliate once or twice, but Arthur was able to survive that, and that's why the dragon was like, "Oh, you know what? You're pretty good, but only compared to a human. Like in front of a dragon like me, you guys are nothing." You know. Right. So this continues for a while. Arthur is like completely imagining himself in full plate armor, ready with the Excalibur, actually fighting a dragon. You know. Yeah. And while this continues for a while, people realize that something is wrong. Arthur is the one who is attacking, but Arthur is the one who's getting hurt. Like, he's like bleeding and everything. So what's up with that? And even Hinava says here that he has shot once or twice. It hasn't worked. It just bounced off of him. So the only one who can do anything here is probably Arthur. So we'll have to wait and see. So he cannot back him up as well. So that is where we realize that like the reason why Arthur is getting more and more damage, even though he's the one who's dealing the blows, is because this guy has literal scales. So whenever Arthur is attacking, the scales come out, and the few of the scales are breaking, and like the force is like getting to Arthur and actually injuring him. The scales that are breaking and like literally shooting towards him. So that's why Arthur is getting hurt little by little. And this is where people start realizing, like, oh, wait a minute, this guy is an actual dragon. Like at first, like, I feel like everyone was like literally thinking the same way that I was also thinking. I was like, oh, he's probably just hypothetically saying that he's a dragon. He's not a dragon, he's just a person, but he's strong as a dragon, probably. And I think everyone was thinking of the same thing. But no, he is a little bit different. He is not a human. He is like a dragon. He has scales and everything. He can transform his hand. So and this is where you can see Lick starts thinking about it, and he's like, this guy is an infernal, probably. Like something is going on here. And at that exact moment, you can see we find Karim, like bring in Rekka's records and says like how he was involved with that orphanage, and he was trying to like do research on experiments on doppelgangers and see like, and that's what was going on over there in that orphanage. In the same section, Hibana also figures that out, and Hibana goes even further and figures something else as well. She's like, maybe these doppelgangers and these onis, these infernals, they're connected to they're connected to the human combustion, but maybe they're like trying to take our place in this real world or something like that. So Hibana has decided to get more deeper and to like figure out more about this whole doppelgangers, and maybe then she'll get like a proper answer to all her questions. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Okay, and then like obviously there's no other reason why they would give that piece of information in that exact moment, because literally they cut from a section where we're fighting dragon, give that information, and we go back to dragon, fighting dragon again. So it's pretty damn obvious dragon is probably a doppelganger. That's why he calls himself a dragon, because he's not really a human. He's from the Adola. He even mentions about Adola for a moment. He says like, oh, so you're Adola, like like we're from the other side or something like that related to Adola, he says. So it's like a lot of like hints and like literally pointing in the direction that he is actually from the Adola. He's an infernal, and he's a doppelganger probably. Okay, right, and now we can see dragon has actually transformed, and his hands are kind of like claws, but Arthur is like, oh, you're a like you're the you're the strongest dragon I've ever faced. Perfect from me and my Excalibur. So this is where dragon does a dragon breath, and everyone would have gotten hurt if not for Arthur's mantle, because at this exact moment Arthur's delusions go full throttle, and he was thinking like, he was like imagining himself fighting against a dragon, and the dragon is like using dragon breath, and he used his mantle to protect himself. So that's why exactly his mantle starts acting like that. He makes like a plasma shield kind of with the mantle and protects everyone and himself from the breath. Everyone is okay. And then he's like, like, I'm ready. He's like, in his head, he's like, yeah, I'm the Night King, and this is a dragon slaying holy sword Excalibur. Like, yeah, and then he goes and attacks the dragon. But the dragon transforms even more now. He has wings. He brings out his wings. He gets even stronger. His whole face has transformed. And he literally just smacks Arthur. And Arthur's sword, I think like his plasma sword broke, right? Yeah. His hand is injured by a huge amount. And I feel like because he lost his sword, that'll probably reduce his delusion power by quite a bit. Because how you're not a knight if you don't even have a sword. So he's probably, yeah, that's going to affect his delusions because he lost his sword. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what's happening over there, you know. And then we move on to Shinra fighting Burns, and Joker uses his attack those cards, but Burns just takes it. He does kind of get flung down back a little bit, but he just takes it. And then we have Shinra, who comes in and attacks him and breaks like multiple floors and literally just like kicks him down. But Burns is just standing there. He's not moving. He's just doing nothing. He's just standing there, like like the untoppable wall, just standing there. And yeah, in the end, we can see, because he has been getting warmed up for quite a big amount of time, finally he has reached stage 3 of, what was his attack called? Something Nova, I think. Wait a minute. Voltage Nova, yeah. His Voltage Nova has reached stage 3, and this stage 3, I think, as far as I can remember, as they mentioned, is his ultimate, like his ultimate form, something like that. So yeah, the battle is going to become even more difficult than it was now. Up until now, we were struggling, and it's going to get even more difficult. So we have Dragon at the bottom fighting Arthur. Dragon is so damn strong, and we have Burns on the rooftop fighting these two, and he's also so damn strong. So yeah, let's see. And they were kind of saying like, oh, the bugs are going to get into Hinawa, not Hinawa, sorry, Bobby. We have to stop him, stop the whole situation before that. But I'm like, I don't think the bugs are getting in, because I think he'll keep flexing. You see this guy, this guy like works out 24/7. Like even when he's eating, he's probably pumping iron. You think someone like that is I think he can keep flexing 24 hours. I don't know, maybe I'm just overestimating him by a high degree, but I just get the feeling that if he's told to keep flexing and flexing his muscles 24 24 hours a day, and I think he can probably do it. That's what I think. Again, maybe I'm just overestimating him by a very high degree. But yeah, also, can he not just just dust away the bugs, like grab the bugs and just throw them out or something? I don't know, like yeah, I don't understand. Anyways, let's wait and see. So that is it. That was my reaction to episode number 5 of Fire Force season 3. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Fire Force season 3. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.